I'm currently stranded in Miami with two of my friends, but 2 days ago, we were on a big yacht with 7, 8, and 9-figure brand ecom founders, and these guys are absolute killers in the space. I want to talk about things that I learned while I was at that event. I also want to talk why I'm stranded in Miami right now, and I'll give you a little house tour, a little Airbnb tour, break that whole story down. And I stink right now. I hate smelling fucking bad, but I got no clothes, no clean clothes I can wear. I don't even have underwear on right now. I'm just wearing straight pants. So this is cooked. We went from the highest of highs to the lowest, or this really isn't that low. I mean, look at our backyard. Hold up. I'm complaining for no reason. We're blessed. Look at this place. So with that being said, I want to share all the lessons that I learned from being on this boat, and I also am going to give you guys a little house tour. First off, house tour. This is my room. A little bit messy, but fuck it, we ball. Cool little hats that we got. The event was sponsored by Commercive, so I got my first ever little Commercive hat. And not sponsored, SD, StudyDropShipping.com. So this is my room. Nothing too crazy. It's messy. I woke up at 12, so like noon today. Or no, I take it back. I woke up at 1. Cooked, but at the same time I've gotten like 10 hours total sleep combined the past 2 days, so I needed it. If we come over here to the hall, we got Beato's room. You guys will learn more about Beato like in the actual vlog. The vlog is dropping soon. It's kind of an interesting spot that I'm in right now because I'm gonna upload the Mammoth vlog first, then the Miami one, but this is being uploaded before both of them, just because I felt that I wanted to like get some stuff off my chest and like talk to you guys. His bathroom, bro, he's balling with his bathroom. Honestly, my bathroom does not look like this. And then Mike's room, that bed, and then that is for his prostitute. And this is the living room. It's a nice spot. Very nice spot here. Beato's on the coffee.
Welcome.
Bro, so this video is dropping before the Mammoth vlog and the Miami vlog. So you're like a brand new character.
What, this one?
No, yeah, like this video right now that I'm filming.
And you're gonna put this in?
No, that's like a raw talk right now. Like the raw talks that I make are normally like in my backyard, but this one's like half house tour, half raw talk.
You're going a vlog into a raw talk. So I'm a nobody. They don't even know who I am.
They don't know at all. Bro, we have like so much footage of Beato and like describing his backstory and stuff, how we met. Now he's just plopped into this. You guys will get the backstory later, I guess. Beato does not know how to make beef though. Look at it. Look at how red it is. Bro, this camera's better than the human eye and it's red.
Anybody that really knows about it knows that ground beef is better a little bit raw.
Bro, that's such cap. And what is this?
Ice.
Ice with what? Sugar? Wait, you gotta let the coffee cool down before you put it into your cup with ice.
No, stevia.
This dude. Mike and I just took our weekly call here with some students. And look, it's the man himself.
Hello.
I gotta get you a vitamin C.
Mike's Chipotle.
Oh. Can we still eat steaks later if we eat Chipotle, Beato? Yeah, let's get chippy. Okay, I placed my order with Mike. Let's look outside. Beautiful, beautiful backyard that we're blessed with. Dude, these dudes are bumping. Okay. No, but we like got this little area. We got this big grassy field, and we got this beautiful tree. This is low key like where I wanted to film the raw talk. Like I wanted to sit down. Like you guys know how I film my raw talks. I wanted to sit down, have the tree in the background. But we got the music from the neighbors, so it's all good. They're enjoying their time. I don't mind it. But I'm gonna film it in here since that is the case. All right, so I wanted to open this up more vlog style. That way I could like show you guys the place and whatnot, and like where we're staying. We're not stranded by any means. We're just fine. We have enough money to where we're not gonna go hungry. We have a roof over our heads. The weather's beautiful here. We're about to go for a walk after we eat. So it's great. It's a little impromptu, like extra 2 days to our trip. But with that being said, I want to prop you guys up and I want to talk about all the things that I learned from this event. So basically we flew into Miami, 9:30 p.m. Right away took an Uber to go get food. And this Chipotle was like right in the middle of Brickell, like right where all the streamers do all their streaming, where all the Lambos do their Lamboing, all the BBLs do their BBLing. Like it literally felt like we got teleported into an Instagram reel, and it was all of our first times in Miami. So it was a very unique experience. So yeah, it was crazy. It was just absolute dopamine maxing, but we got our food, we walked to our hotel, and the high-rise view was great, had a view of the harbor and everything. But then the event was gonna be on the next day. So the next day, really, we just woke up, we hit a lift, and got a little bit more food. Eventually went to a bar that was right next to where the loading dock was because I'm a big Pats fan and now we're in the bowl, so let's go. But yeah, we went to that bar before the loading dock and then eventually loading started onto the boat. And it was a beautiful, beautiful yacht, a big boat with a lot of young guys. Like it's a sausage fest, but of course it's going to be. What are you going to do? Like, have women, like these BBL women at the boat? No one's going to talk about work. So it's good. Like, it had to be a sausage fest, obviously. So right off the bat, we loaded up and we were kind of sitting like at the top of the boat on the top level, because there was an indoor level. Top one was outdoor. And met this guy, Matt. Really, really cool guy, done 7 figures in ecom, was kind of talking about his strategies and whatnot, and was a guy who we related to a lot. We still relate to him, obviously. Very similar to us. So the night was going great, you know, met this one guy, Ant, who I've seen a lot of his videos. Like, you kind of meet people who you already know at those events, and then others who are really cool who you had no idea existed. Like, I met a lot of people who have no social media presence. Like, I went up to this one guy just because he had a cool jacket, and I was like, oh, I like your jacket, bro. Like, you just do straight ecom, whatever. We started talking. Very cool, down-to-earth, relatable guy, which most people there are. By the end of the conversation, I asked him, I was like, oh, you got Instagram? He's like, no. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, and he basically said, I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok, I don't really watch YouTube like that. I was like, that's crazy. And he just gave me his phone number. Like, that's crazy how so many ecom dudes are like that, because in advertising and marketing, like, you have to be tapped into trends. You got to know sounds. You got to know what's going on in the world. So I'm really curious what that guy's life looks like, in the sense of like how he gets his pop culture stuff that's going on. Like, does he sit down and watch the news? You know what I mean? You meet a lot of people like that in ecom. It's very, very cool. Another very cool thing, Sam Jacobs, a guy who has believed in Mike and I for a very long time, a very down-to-earth guy with great morals and builds great businesses. He was the best person on the boat. There's no ego there. Everyone he talks to, he speaks to genuinely. And like, I think he was like a little bit burnt out by talking to a lot of people. So when he sat down, he's like, oh man, I'm burnt out. I'm like, that's so real for the dude who's running the boat to sit down and like truly talk about how he feels. Like, of course he feels that way. 200 people that he knows are on the boat and he's running everything. It's like taking 4 months to plan. Of course you're going to be burnt out at that event and your social battery's probably cooked. But yeah, bro, he's just the realest and just a smart, humble, down-to-earth guy, which is crazy because a dude who's done a lot less numbers, you know, numbers isn't the whole game. You could do all the numbers and just be a dweeb and be lame and, you know, not be a cool, nice person. But a person who's done a lot less numbers than Sam Jacobs, when I tried to meet him, like, I dapped him up. Like, he knows who I am. I know who he is, right? And then I dapped up his boy. And, like, I didn't think it'd be this way, but I dap up his boy, and I turn to go talk to him, and he gives me like a stank face and walks away. I was like, what? And that dude's like about to move to my city too. Like, I wanted to talk to him and be like, oh man, what made you want to come to San Diego? Like, you know, I could totally show you around, yada yada. He didn't want any part of it. Now, maybe the guy's not like that. Maybe he had some sort of family emergency that day. Maybe, this is kind of like a crazier poll. Maybe he's a Broncos fan. Or a Rams fan, because both those teams lost that day. Maybe he doesn't care for sports at all. Maybe he was in a bad mood. Or maybe he's just really like that. He just doesn't give a fuck about you. Either way, that's just him, and it's fine. Or like I said, maybe he's the best guy, and he was having a bad day. So I try not to judge it. You know, I try to let him do his thing, because I'm doing my thing. I don't want someone telling me how to do my thing, even though my thing's probably a little bit more positive than his. I'm not going to name drop, obviously, but, you know, it's a very interesting lesson, because I also talked to Caleb Canales, one of the best Google Ads guys in the world. And he was very, very down to earth. And it's funny, with like a lot of these dudes, I don't know how well y'all can hear that, but damn, I'm just trying to talk and it's like loud yard work. So I'm gonna make this quick. Caleb Canales, that's a dude who I know he has money. Bro, like if you look at his Instagram, crazy amounts of money that dude has. But with the dudes who have so much money, like, they don't always love to talk about money. Like, they'll talk about what's going on, like, in the world, like, political, economic state of the world type. But, dude, it really seems like the people who have so much money have seen all the different levels of money to the point where they get so normal. And it's interesting to me because I feel like I'm on the other spectrum. Like, I've made a lot of money, and I do well for myself, of course. Like, we were able to book a beautiful Airbnb when our flight got canceled. Like, we don't have to worry about any of that. We have food. We're door dashing it now because, like, we don't have a car to go drive and get it. Like, no, financially, I'm good. But I'm not, like, 10 million per year good. You know what I mean? I think that I have a very unique blessing where I can be very normal, and I am not at the tippity top at all. It's very inspiring to be at those places, see people who you have seen before, you know, online, and They're just down-to-earth guys who make a lot of money. And that's the other beautiful thing. The wall is completely broken. I said this on the weekly call that Mike and I just took. We actually take 2 calls a week. But I said this. It's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wakes up. He takes a dump. He feels like a normal guy. He's like, yeah, I'm Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but I still diarrhea in the morning. It's like a weird example. But the same way how we all feel normal about our lives, like high performers still feel normal. It's amazing to talk to these people and realize that we all think of ourselves the same way. These dudes just make a ton of money. So for that wall to be broken, it's a very beautiful thing. There's no more people on a pedestal or anything. And that's a very freeing thing. Like, so many people don't think that they can do a certain thing because they think you have to be a certain type of person. No, everyone feels normal. Don't put anyone on a pedestal. Oh, bro, another slept on thing is just having manners. Like, a lot of people don't really have manners like that. Maybe because they think that they're better than someone, but if you're better than someone, you should have even more manners to show that you're a very normal person. I feel that a lot of people, like when they get a certain amount of money, they forget their manners. Bro, manners are a great thing to have. That's like a flex to be able to say that, you know, you say your thank yous and your excuse me's and your pleases. I don't think that there's much more that I need to wrap up about the boat. Great networking event. Got to meet a lot of people who I'd seen before and talked to a lot. It's always a trippy thing to see these people in real life, and it's almost like you're prompting them to like say a certain thing. So you only ever see like them say what they want to say on Instagram, but to ask them a question and for them to answer it, it's almost like, hey, like I prompted this guy who like I've only ever seen online and he like responded to my question. It's a very cool thing. Our flight, did I even talk about how our flight got canceled? I don't think so. So I'll make this real quick. We woke up yesterday morning at 6:45 after 4 hours of sleep. We drive to the airport. We get there at 8:15. Our flight is set to depart at 9:30 a.m. And basically what happens is that it gets delayed for 15 minutes, then another 15 minutes, then it gets delayed an hour, then another hour, then another hour. By the time it's 4 p.m., after us being there since 8:15, it gets canceled. So we have to walk down to the customer support line. It takes 3 hours for us to get through the customer support line. But eventually we talk to them, and they put us on a flight that supposedly is supposed to go from It's supposedly going from Miami to Austin. We'll have a layover in Austin for 5 hours from like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. Cooked. Absolutely cooked. And then we'd go to LAX. And then we get picked up from LAX from like Beto's dad. And then we drive home. So what happened, we got those tickets. We were like, wow, this is really going to suck, but whatever. Okay, at least we got a new flight. So we go back through security and we get Chick-fil-A. We're eating it on the ground, bro. Like, we were literally joking about it. Like, bro, if anyone from the boat walked by us right now and we were all eating Chick-fil-A on the ground right now, they'd be like, what are you guys doing? So as we're eating it and I'm watching Dream play Minecraft as I'm eating, it says our flight got canceled. At this point, I'm like fuming, like steam coming out of my ears. I'm so mad because it's out of our control. Like, most of the stuff that goes wrong in my life is like my fault, or like I can control it. I can do something about it. Couldn't do anything about it. So we walked to the gate where our flight would have been. Asshole lady. She doesn't really help us in any way. Not that she's like entitled to help us, but like, you could listen to me at least, please. So then we walk back to the customer support line, spend not 3 hours in there because we cut the line. Because we're like, we're not waiting. We are not waiting. Not to say that we're entitled, but I was like, we just waited in this line. Literally just waited in it. Talked to the lady. I'm like, our flight got canceled. So she sends us to her supervisor. The supervisor ends up looking at the flights, and what would have happened is that we would have boarded, and me and Beto from Miami would have gone to Omaha, Nebraska, and then to LAX. And Mike would have gone from Miami to Dallas, Fort Worth, to Albuquerque, to LAX. So we're like, it's kind of like, thank God that those flights got canceled, because we would have been sprawled all over America. I guess we like would have arrived in LA kind of at the same time. But oh my gosh, what a mess it was. So then what had happened, since it was a staffing issue that got both of our flights canceled, we are eligible to be like, to get some money for like booking this Airbnb. So we spent like $700 on it for 2 nights, and Mike leaves tomorrow morning. Beto and I leave tomorrow at night. So that's why yesterday was a headache and a half, and that's why I slept in until 1 p.m. today. First off, my body's still on Pacific Standard Time, so it's really like getting up at 11 or 10. As you can tell, my mind hasn't adjusted yet. A whole lot of stuff going on. We're stranded in Miami a little bit right now, but not stranded. We're blessed. We got steaks to eat. We got Chipotle on the way. We're fine. Learned a lot from the boat. So thank you.